London. Welcome inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we are underway in London. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They give to Irving, left side. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They give for the first time to Rashad White. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Irving. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Baker now from the gun. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Mike Evans with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, a former first-round pick. He's an expert, Brock, in overcoming adversity to take an NFL field. Here's TeddyBridgewater.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs the wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him, and you sure love that guy leading your team.
Here's Bridgewater to the air. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down, going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll break the huddle. It's second down now. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it this time. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll throw third and long. And he put everything he's got behind it. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Once again, Irving. A lot of space ahead. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Out of the gun, White. Cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from this one right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. In motion, the slot man right. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, play action. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, the largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're in long for him here. Stays upright. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. He finds Evans left side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Motion man left is Egbuka. Mayfield now from the gun. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Riley Dixon on the punt. Oh, slow snap there. And it's blocked. And they're going to get to this in the end zone for a touchdown. That snap gave them an extra second to block it, and they win the race to the football. Oh, man, that was awesome, Brock. First the race toward the punter to get the block, and then another race to get on top of the block kick for 6.
And when you block that punt, Kate, you do have a numbers advantage and a ferocity advantage because you know you've got an opportunity to put points on the board as well. That group wasn't just satisfied to get home and block the punt. They want to put points on the scoreboard.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. Escapes the defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
The give to Irving to start this drive. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now here's Mayfield. It's a Bucs on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from London right after this. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Throwing, Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man, he's on it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He'll gain 11 on that play, and the Bucs have the first.
Sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Mayfield to throw again. This is hauled in by Allen on the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's complete to Coleman out left. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Oh, put some air under this one, right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Strong with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First call here coming from the shotgun. Option design here. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now. Dump off caught by his back. Kicks away from one. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They go play action on first down. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll run here on first down. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Davis, shows some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. Third and long for him here. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. A pickup of 17, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Running left, this is Irving. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. The tight end in motion now. This is Irving on second. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10, here's Mayfield. Got Evans, it's complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they come, second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pressure coming, Baker setting up the screen.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Motioning right is Egbuka. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
This to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Strong with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Bills trail by a field goal. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, Again, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Trying to push deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hand off to the back. They find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Slot man's in motion right. To throw. Brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw it. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Try and get it into Emeka Egbuka. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. That's Evans making the catch outright. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, but they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say cheerio from London.